All right, y'all get to hear from me just a little bit tonight. I'll be done here in a minute, and y'all can talk because I don't like being up there. But tonight is your chance to talk about the things that you've done in the last 10 weeks. I'm hoping everybody read their book, read their chapter, and reevaluated themselves from week 1. Tonight is obviously what I just did in the clap in is about the last 10 weeks. It's about the relationships we've built. It's about the things that we've changed. This is the last time we're going to meet together before graduation. For most of us, if y'all want to meet together, that's actually why we're here, so others may live and to build relationships with men that are Christ honoring, and we can build each other up, hold each other accountable, and disciple together. Brotherhood, accountability, and discipleship. So I'm hoping that everyone in here has someone that they can call in this group. If you have something going on, you celebrate with them. We're here for each other. We've gotten uncomfortable this week, this wave. If we did it right, we've been uncomfortable. We've talked about things that we might not want to talk about. And tonight, we can talk some more about that kind of thing. We can't grow spiritually, emotionally, or in business or anything if you don't get out of your comfort zone. If you want that extra promotion at work, if you want to change your career paths, you have to get out of your comfort zone. If you want to grow closer to God and closer to each other, you got to get out of your comfort zone. And tonight, that's what we're going to do, is get out of our comfort zone. I'll start us off a little bit. What we're going to do is just share the microphone and talk about the things we worked on. And the thing that I've worked on this wave is leadership, which that is one of the items in our evaluation. And I have a lot of confidence issues, and I've worked on that this wave because I'm trying to help guys that lead better than me, and I'm trying to help them with what they're working on this wave. I've been behind the scenes. I'm like a worker bee. I'd rather be on the front lines working, doing things, but this wave has forced me to step back and let other people do things instead of doing everything I'm supposed to do, which I think I'm supposed to do. And you don't get saved by acts. You get saved by faith. And I have faith in other men, and that's what problem I have is trusting people to do other things. I'd rather just do everything myself. And this wave has taught me that I have to trust other people, I have to open up to other people, and I have to let people in and help me. But I think y'all heard me talk enough. I'd like for someone to come up here. I believe Brian Porter probably talked to you, Mr. Jerry Troxel. Would you like to talk about your testimony for the last 10 weeks?
But anyway, Alex invited me to come, and I really thought that when I came down here that I really wouldn't get much out of it, because he asked me, "Are you a Christian?" I've been a Christian for, I don't know, probably since 91 or 92, I guess. I retired out of the Air Force, and I started driving an 18-wheeler, and I just started driving for J.B. Hunt, all 48 states in Canada. And when you drive at night, the only thing you could hear on AM radio is, guess what? Preachers. That's the only thing you could hear. And that's all I listened to, and all of a sudden it dawned on me, hey, you know what? I stopped it one night, I got on my knees, and I asked Christ to come into my life, and he did. Yeah. And he saved my life. But anyway, when I came down here, I know I've changed, because even my wife and I'm raising a 15-year-old and 13-year-old grandkids. We've had them since they were 9 months and 2 years, and they can tell the difference. And I'm not as gripey. And I've gotten rid of my anger, because if I live in Edmond, and if you've ever driven Edmond, they have the worst dadgum drivers in the state, according to AAA, number 6 in the nation. And so I have road rage really bad, or I did have road rage. So, but I've gotten rid of my anger. It's what I put on my board. That, and I want to put on there, I want to be more compassionate, and that's all changed. And my wife and grandkids have noticed it, that I've changed. I'm really a happier person than what I was 10 weeks ago, and it's just amazing. And I know I love witnessing about Christ, what He's done for me, and I just love witnessing for Christ. I could go on for hours how He's done things, but I am a better person today than I was 10 weeks ago. You made a mistake, you gave me this. My wife says I'll talk to a tree until God. I appreciate God.
Who's next? Anybody else?
Well, y'all, my name is Dustin, and then I'm gonna start brand new what God's gonna give me. And so one day I woke up, I see myself in the church, kneeling and crying, saying, Lord, please forgive me. Until this day, He forgives me.
What's up, everybody? My name's Taylor McKinley. I am a co-lead for Echo Platoon. A lot of my guys weren't able to make it tonight, but I'm so happy to see every single one of y'all. Band of Brothers, guys. What Band of Brothers has done for my life is, first and foremost, led me to know Christ. Before I came to Band of Brothers, I believed in God, but I didn't truly know Jesus. And through Band of Brothers, I've multiplied my fellowship, my faith, and so many things in my life like Jesus did with fish and loaves. And I just continue to see the things that He's doing in my life and every man here's life, and I just feel so full of joy to know that we have this outlet for men to find Jesus and find life forever. Some of y'all may have heard on Wednesday nights I go out with some guys and we feed the homeless. It's called Feeding Mouse on the South. That started last wave, guys, with just me and my buddy Javen. I don't know where he's at. And just kind of started out as we're just trying to give back to the community a little bit, spread a little joy. And now it's turned into, last week we had 17 volunteers and 150 meals, 25 pizzas. We fed probably close to 200 people. So, but that's what God can do. If you're willing to put in the work, He will give you that outlet. God doesn't call the equipped. God equips the called. So whatever you feel is your calling in life, guys, you can make that happen with Jesus. And I know over the last couple weeks we've heard Aaron talk about what's community look like for you after this is over. What are you going to do to stay connected? And guys, I urge you, if you're not plugged in with Host Team, if you're not plugged in with a life group, if you're not plugged in with one of these grassroots ministries here in this ministry, you need to get there, because we've got opportunities for you to stay plugged in. And just look around, guys. There's someone here for you. There's someone here that can lift you up in ways that you can never even imagine. So that's all I got to share. I actually want to give a big shout out to Jimmy Terrell. He's the one who invited me to this. I did not want to come to Band of Brothers. He caught me flat. He caught me going into church, and he caught me coming out, and I came here not knowing anyone. I walked in, I didn't know a single person, and now I have dozens of men that I know I could call on at any time. So thank you guys for the opportunity to speak tonight. I love all of y'all.
Who's next?
I'll go. I'll do.
Hey, good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
It's my first time here. Rodney and Carlos have invited me here. I've been going through a journey myself for the last 10 weeks. I found out I'm going to be an expecting father. my first home. Yeah. For the last 14 years, I see some of you guys are wearing your FRs, some of you guys work in the oil field. I've been living in Odessa, Midland. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you could say that, but he lives there. I found men's groups, and that's what inspired me to come here.
He's still there too, it's good.
And I've been praying for an answer to get out of there and surrendering to his trust. 10 weeks ago, I was called to step into a higher role of being a man. And my partner lives in San Antonio. So we battled this, we were fighting about where we were going to live. She's told me she wouldn't live in Odessa. And I was just stuck there. And I couldn't find a way to get out with employment. I couldn't find the right clients. I'm a private contractor. And I surrendered, I prayed, and he led me to Oklahoma City a month ago. And I prayed for a church to go to. I prayed for a workout group. I prayed for a band of brothers, literally for a band of brothers, and that led me here tonight. So what I'm committed to is being open, being vulnerable, receiving whatever kind of love you guys have for me, focusing out and giving that love back. Over the last year, I've been through a 128-pound weight loss journey.
Wow.
I battled a cocaine, a methamphetamine, an Adderall, and a porn addiction. And I'm a human being. My arms bleed red. You cut them off. I put my pants on one leg at a time. And I'm here to serve and to serve with y'all. Thank you.
Amen.
Anybody else? Yeah, come on.
Hello, everyone. I'm Donnie Brahms. My story is, I'll have to keep it brief. I go to the Norman campus, and I rededicated my life along with my wife about 3.5 years ago. And we have been going on a journey to grow in God and serve the church. And so my wife came home one day and said, hey, I'd met a client today, and it happened to be Brian Bankston and his wife, and said, you need to go to this band of brothers. Well, we had a small group, and I was doing some other things, but God works miracles, and modern day miracles, and for some reason he wanted me here. Because even though I had given up some of the addictions and I had worked and progressed as a Christian, there was some things that I was holding on to that I really didn't, that I was keeping a little closer to the chest, and it took me being around literally a band of brothers to go ahead and get in there and identify those things. And I think the thing that I've worked on the most is my ability to forgive people and forgiveness during this time. It's not perfect, I'm still working on it, but it's taken, when men are together like this, they what's the old saying, sharpen their steel, and it's being around other men that can be honest with me and just say, hey, you need to get this going on, Donnie. That has been really insightful and has been a real miracle in my life for the last 10 weeks, and I've grown a lot, and I appreciate it.
Grady. Mic's open.
Howdy everybody, my name's Grady Grandstaff. I'll keep this brief because I know there's plenty of you that are waiting to get up here. I'll start out just by saying I have been raised in the church all my life, so I've pretty much known God since I was about yay high, so I've always kind of led my life in pursuant to being pleasing to God, but that hasn't always been the case. I was living with sin for quite a while. I was battling an addiction to pornography, and when all that was going on, I was in a relationship at the time and ended up having a pretty bad breakup, and it kind of tore me up a little bit. And right around then was when it was suggested that I come to the first wave of Band of Brothers. And as I did, I met men that were older than me and wiser than me and were able to give me very good advice. And that sort of set me on the road to being where I am now, coming back to another wave of Band of Brothers to just share in that experience again. I'm in a much better place now than I was at but also led another community of young men that I meet with once a week on Thursday nights. So it's given me the ability to find accountability with other men who suffer with the same things and just are battling the same sort of challenges that I am, and it's been life-changing. I don't think I would have been on the same trajectory that I am today if I hadn't come to Band of Brothers for the first time, and I'm incredibly thankful that I did. I appreciate the opportunity to speak in front of all y'all. I love all y'all. Thank you.
Thank you guys that have shared your testimony in front of everyone. But right now we're going to start the fires. And I think John McPherson's going to lead us in starting the fire because he's a pyromaniac and loves to start fires. Watch him though. Watch him. He's a little wild. So he's going to get the fire started. Y'all can help him with a little bit of that. And then break off into some groups around the fires. Get your boards and share your testimonies before you start burning these boards. Think about the things that you've changed over the last 10 weeks with the boards, and make this a memorable moment with each other about the things that you're going to work on moving forward. Also, be thinking about guys you can invite to Wave 6 starting in the fall. Every man on this earth needs a little bit of this Band of Brothers in their life. So be thinking of the guys that need us, okay, man?